Okay, fine, I get it. You are a man struggling with binge eating, and you feel like there's no one in your close circle or family or friends that you can talk about this. And so you go online and you search for how to stop binge eating. And you see that a lot of this advice is being given by females. And that gives you an impression that men don't struggle with binge eating, or that you are the weird one. Well, bro, I have to tell you that men struggle with this too. The problem is many men don't talk about it, and a lot of them don't even know they have this problem. Even in my own life, for example, the reason why I could not lose weight for about 2 years is because I kept avoiding the truth that the reason why I wasn't losing weight wasn't because I wasn't training hard enough, but because I just kept binge eating. So I kept making progress in the gym and then reversing it when it comes to food. But when I started to tackle this problem like a man, that's when I started to make some real progress. I lost weight and maintained that weight loss for the first time in my life. So if you're struggling with binge eating, by the end of this video, I hope that I would have convinced you that there is nothing wrong with being like that. And I'm going to give you 3 main points to help you this. The first point is that many people or many men struggle with binge eating. And I searched online, and roughly 1% of people struggle with binge eating. And if there are 80 billion people in the world, there is around 80 million people who struggle with binge eating. 80 million people, bro. Now remember, many people don't talk about it. So it's really hard to know among those 80 million who are they. Maybe you might have some friends in your life who struggle with binge eating, but because they don't open up about it, you never know. You probably don't open up about it too. Like, how many friends in your life know that you struggle with binge eating? Does your family even know? There could be someone out there who is just like you, struggling with this problem, but because they don't talk about it and you also don't talk about it, you never know. So you keep feeling alone and you keep feeling like an alien because you don't talk about it. Now, I'm not saying go and tell everyone that you struggle with binge eating. I'm just saying there are people out there facing this challenge, but they don't talk about it, so no one ever knows. The second thing you must know is that struggling with binge eating is not a sign that you are broken or that there's something wrong with you. Look, we all have some things in our past that did not go well. Maybe our parents didn't raise us well or whatever. And as a result, we now binge it. And most of it is not really our fault, bro. Like when you were raised, like you didn't get to decide how you were raised, bro. You're like 5 years old or whatever. So something happened that led to another, and as a result, now you struggle with binge eating, and that is not a sign that you are broken. So stop feeling like an alien or feeling like this weirdo who doesn't belong in the world because you eat too much. And the final thing you might be wondering is this actually possible to overcome it? And I have to tell you, in recent years, or like this is my conclusion, that awareness around binge eating is now being brought to the spotlight. Like, people are now realizing that there are people who struggle with eating too much. And so eventually the government or the governments are going to start to put in measures to help people stop binge eating. And there are going to be many creators online giving advice on how to stop binge eating. So as time goes, it's going to get a bit easier to stop binge eating because they are going to have the resources available. Now, obviously, the world is getting worse and fast food is more available, so it gets hard and easy at the same time. But I believe as time goes, you're going to have more information and more resources to help you stop binge eating. So yes, it is possible to stop binge eating, and as time goes, it's going to become a bit easier or possible. So remember this: many people struggle with binge eating, so feeling ashamed or like you are broken, and it is possible to overcome binge eating. Now, how do you overcome binge eating? Look, there are many ways, and I cannot cover them in one video. So I'm going to link a video on screen somewhere here, which is going to teach you one of the ways to overcome binge eating. And hopefully you have learned something. I'm going to see you at the top.